This is one week wrong of not capturing it and you're This is a real special month for us because we've hit our first 1 million in revenue month. On we roll into May with another big ambitious target, ready to go and smash those sales. I started Trade Mastermind at 30 years of age. From a start at 22, where I took out a £15,000 loan, bought a van, branded it up, bought a website, bought some tools and launched, to being the largest independent installer in the UK by the time I was 29. 100 staff, £1 million a month in sales, operating in every major city. Now the reason that that's relevant is because Impra hit £1 million a month in its 7th year. Now Trade Mastermind has just hit £1 million a month in its 3rd year. We are celebrating a big win coming off April, achieving our first 1 million a month in revenue. But I wanted to give a bit more context around the comeback, because Unfinished Business was actually a comeback series, and it was designed to show you how I am going to become a billionaire in the next 10 years. The clue's in the title. I've got unfinished business. And at 30 years of age, I sold my company and I had to shut part of that company down. The business fell on tough times. I had to very quickly find a rescue deal to keep my staff in their jobs, to keep my customer contracts and warranties alive, and to keep the brand name going on. I'd left it too late effectively to be able to raise the finance it needed. I was inexperienced in building a national company. It was the first time I'd ever done it. I made some incredible successes in that business and I made some wrong calls. Out of real life problems, you can create fantastic solutions, and believe it or not, that was when the Trade Mastermind was born. We've taken it in 3 years from a small business, a startup, to an 8-figure company. I believe in the marketplace. My credibility is back. I chase results, I don't chase money. They are the byproduct of you delivering fantastic value to the market. If you focus on money, you will only go so far. If you focus on improvement, if you focus on value add, if you focus on solutions, if you focus on helping other people go in the extra mile, then you will notice after a period of time, great things start to return. What I see with older marketeers is they think that things don't work before they already have tried it. And so what you need to be in a position of doing is trying things, then deciding whether they work or they don't work. Experience is good, but naivety, inexperience, new to the game, that enthusiasm, that energy is a superpower that needs to be harnessed. Businesses that innovate are businesses that grow. Businesses that stay the same are businesses that die. So we need that energy, we need those ideas, we need that creativity.
A lot of other times I'll say things to people and they just dismiss it. But when I say something to you, you do actually take it in.
Yeah. Don't go telling people ideas that aren't looking for ideas. There are some people that you'll tell an idea to and they either can't do anything about it, it's adding no value to them, or it might make you look better than them, so they'll dismiss the idea and tell you that it's rubbish. I used to like being on the losing team on The Apprentice because I got to sit in the boardroom for longer. Everybody said, what do you mean you wanted to be on the losing team? Because I wanted to fucking show the main guy who I was. Everybody else is just fucking in part of the process, but I need to get in front of the person that can actually fucking help me progress. The person that can help me win. The rest of them are just in the way. And you know, you got to be on the winning team and go back to the house and celebrate with your team, fantastic. But if I only get 2 seconds to tell Lord Sugar about the win, but I get fucking an hour to talk to him about why I was the best on that team, so in actual fact I didn't really lose. I lost because I'm working with some fucking idiots. I didn't lose because I'm an idiot. I fucking smashed it. He isn't looking for somebody that's afraid of putting himself forward. He wants to see a natural leader. They're going to be business partners. That's the game, isn't it? So that's the game you got to be thinking about. I don't want loads and loads of actions to come here. All it was, what's your input output, what's your KPIs? We go through them each week, we check whether they're on track or they're not on track, then we jump into team challenges like inductions or process or, you know, discovery days or whatever it may be. We've just got to ensure now that every general is able to keep on top of their department, and if they hit their KPIs, then we have no problems. I used this analogy last week, yeah? Co-pilot has KPIs. If the co-pilot's looking at his KPIs and his KPIs are telling him that there's a problem, then we've got a problem. We are all currently in the air right now, flying at 40,000 feet. And we all agreed that nobody would get in a plane if the pilot couldn't see his dials. So you're gonna have your dials, you've got your dials. If the dials are screaming at you saying the engine temperature's high or the fuel is low, yeah, then let somebody know, because we need to do something about it. Cool, so I wanted to get you guys down here today just to get to spend some time with you really outside of the work environment. I think everyone sat here are key players in the sales for Trade Mastermind, and I want us to get to work together, to grow together, to build a fantastic bond, to be able to trust each other, you know, and I see everybody playing a fantastic part here in taking us to this 100 million. And so it's about us building a relationship and you guys building a relationship too. I know you guys are serious about taking it to the next level, and so let's just build a super solid team that work together, trust each other, and get fantastic results, and are unapologetic in their approach for success. I want a quote on here saying you're one decision away from a completely different life. Printed out quote written up there. And then basically in here, what we would like is there are 3 academies, so there's 3 timelines, yeah? So what I want is one timeline, okay, about that sort of size. Boiler Academy timeline, the Renewables Academy timeline, and the Construction Academy timeline. The next one in here would be across the whole of this wall, whether we could turn that whole wall into a timeline. You've got from here, yeah, to about probably here, where we can put another timeline underneath this fire alarm. Basically, I want the TM logo on the black wall, you know, like you've done outside, yeah, where it stands forward, just basically that on the wall standing back and this gone. Nice size in the middle, nice and big in the middle, yeah? We can always change it after, can't we? But let's play around with it and fucking put some shit up and see what happens. Surprised how often these CFOs are moving around, to be honest, on these. There's a lot of moving about. Anybody that moves multiple times within like 5 or 6 years, and they've moved 5 or 6 times, is a fucking red flag. So don't even bother bringing me the CVs. So what happens is these guys are going in, get found out, and then they get exited probably. And if you ask them, it'll be everybody else's fault as to why they didn't fucking stay. That's a little tip for anybody watching this video. When you're hiring, and I've hired nearly 1,000 people, there are red flags on the CVs, and someone moving around multiple times in a very short period of time is not what you want to be looking for, especially at such a high level role like a CFO, because you can just understand that regardless of what they tell you, going in as a CFO, you got 3 months of, you know, getting to learn the business and so on and so forth before you can start making an impact. Then you've got 3 months of additional on top to get results, and so people are getting found out after a year and they're either exited or moved on. So we started in here back in November-ish time, where I was having it all redeveloped. We got to a position where we got a nice foyer, all of our consultation rooms, really nice boardroom, exactly what I wanted. And originally, if you remember, I was going to put our podcast studio in there. Well, I'm no longer doing that, and this is now going to become the sales consultant's office that help them work out all of the events. Makes sense? They're in the room, the event room's just over there, they're around in the area where they need to be. At the moment, the room's looking pretty glum. Dull lighting, there's no outside window, so I got to fix all of that, and I got some plans, and I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. Just opening those blinds up there alone has created a lot more light coming into here, some natural light. You know, I can't always have those blinds open because it's the private boardroom, but I think what I might have to do is take this wall down and then turn this into an extended office so it's got some light that flows all of the way through. That's probably going to be our easiest option to start with, is to knock this out. So, unfinished business is Joseph Valente, all in. But part of what I do every day is underneath the banner of UFV is Trade Mastermind. It can be, I saw you did that call for content. You could do so much more good stuff around the customer accounts, what our products really are about, So it's almost we run a sub show of the main show, yeah, that leverages the content that's shot, that allows a more inspirational show. To get eyeballs on the Trade Mastermind brand, I really like this whole show thing, and I think we should do a Trade Mastermind show. So go on then, move it down.
This down here.
Yeah, where my finger is, now move across. Across, towards there, that's it, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, stop. Perfection. Get hold of this, shrink it to about there. Yeah, okay, now bring that down to here, so it fits in there. Okay, and then maybe just make it a little bit bigger, closer to his face. Just move that down, and then put here, key achievement. So basically, I'm using the TV to tell Brandon exactly where I want all of the stuff. This is editing, design in real time, no messing about. And I am extremely particular. So I like things in the exact location, for the right sizes and so on and so forth. So I'm a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff. So it's great to be able to stand up here and be able to do it in real time and not have to go backward and forward working with external designers. That's why we hire everybody in-house, so we can move at pace. Business is about speed. Success likes speed, and I don't want to be waiting. I want it done now. Yeah, and I know work from home is a popular culture right now, but the fact is I want my people in the building so I can work with my people. May event sales target is 1.3 million. Simple maths, it's driven on the mechanics of X amount of events with a 34 booking number and a 60% show up and a 30% conversion, I believe. So we're at 1.3 million in revenue net of VAT as the target for this month. May current sales is 305,000 from events. We've still got 9 events left, and when I get to the event sales target, it's still an achievable number. Right, okay guys, so welcome to your new home. So we've got an opportunity in here now to turn this into a thriving sales office. What we want to do is get this into a position where it feels nice to be working in here, yeah? Giving you some basic desks to start with and one TV, but we want to have all of the dashboards that we need up here, all of the TVs that we need, every KPI we can possibly track, measure and see. And I thought bringing you guys down here was a nice way for you to be able to live down here, because you're always down here now anyway, rather than this back and forth. It's clear to me that between sales management, because there wasn't any, finance, customer support and credit control, every one of those departments now needs to be interlinked. And as I said to James and Shane this morning, what's really important to me is that I have a sales department that can assist me in the journey. We're doing 20% of the total potential of what is going through these events on a day-by-day basis right now. We're doing about 20% of the potential of that business. And I mean 20% on first sale, next investment and follow-up. And there's so much more to explore. Happy birthday to you. I'm going to blend out with your candles. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James. How old are you, champ?
27.
Excellent, good stuff. So how long have you been with us now?
Just over a month.
And how's your experience been?
Oh, it's mental, it's great.
Yep.
Yeah, it's mental, it's non-stop 24/7 and I like that.
I'm sure we went home at 5 yesterday.
Yeah.
So listen, I've really enjoyed you working here actually, and I remember when I interviewed you at the start and I thought this guy's going to be able to come in and he's got so much potential, yeah? I brought you in, I chucked you in at the deep end and you're able to perform. I think you've gelled with the team very well and I think you've got a lot of potential here, so happy birthday. Thank you. I hope you have great success here in this business.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Cheers, no problem. All right guys, thank you, well done.
So when was the last time you've been in a Screwfix?
About 10 years ago. The thing that's changed with the Screwfixes is there's lots of them now. I always want to try and understand how a business model works like this at such scale. How is it that you guys compete when you've got people that are so close in the Screwfix? What's the model?
They kind of want to run on like a McDonald's.
Everywhere you look, there's a Screwfix. Cool. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.
I was gonna say, so businesses like Screwfix, they seem to follow the model like Cardone says as well. The more places they have, the more people will go to them to an extent.
there's an issue that there's only so many customers in any given postcode area. So if you prop one up, you know, every 10 to 15 miles, then granted you're going to capture that business in that postcode. They must get the return. They're a bigger business than I am, so somebody smart at the top's making it work, but I don't know how they make it work. But they're open 7 days a week. They open all hours God sends. They're literally like the most accessible general kind of supplier out there for the trade and construction sector. I do actually think they're a really, really good merchant, and they are accessible for sure. The one big thing with trades when you're actually on the tools is that you forget stuff, or you find out you need some new stuff, because the job's forever technically changing. So you have to keep going back and forward to the merchants, and it costs so much time. It's like that time efficiency metric there is so important. Bit higher. Stop. That looks about right to me. Whenever you drill above a socket or a radiator, the pipes on a radiator either come from the valves or they come through the center. On a socket, they go through the center or they come up from the floor. But very rare in sockets, they come up from the floor. So if you drill directly above the socket, it's a risk, yeah, that you pop the electrics. And I like taking risks, so we'll find out. Okay, so that's the center of the TV, yeah? From center of bracket to the top of this, okay, it's 2 inches, yeah? So I mark down from the top of the TV, and then I mark 2 inches back up. This becomes the top of the bracket against that line, yeah? And that's the center of the TV. So if we want this in the center here, there, and there, yeah? Have you ever done these?
Never.
Okay, right, so you got to put that in there, yeah? Come over here, yeah? And then you're going to have to go slowly. Or these don't work very well, yeah? So you go slowly, don't press it the whole way, because these are impact drivers. So you put it to there, yeah? Go on then. So you stick it in.
Yeah.
Little triggers. Fucking hell. Well, I say little fucking triggers. You ain't got to push on it hard. Don't press, just trigger it. And it will start working its way in with a little push. That's it. Bit more. That's it. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Bit more. Done. So it's not too aggressive, yeah? Right, you do the next one by yourself. Go on, get the apprentice on. That's it. Not too much pressure. Well done. Keep going. That's it. Push. Stop. Whee! Beautiful. Stop. Right, here we go. If JB's done his calculations right, father-son bonding. I ain't that fucking old. I'm fucking 19 as well. What you on about? I'm 21. Right, ready, son?
Let's do this, Pop.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well done, son. All of those people on the Facebook, they say he's never touched a tool in his life, and I say I've been on the tool since I was 14. If I had a Hurricane STO outside worth 350 grand, and I said one of you can have it for 20 grand, who would go and find that 20 grand by hook or by crook? You'd get it. You'd fucking bring everybody, you'd find the money, you go, fuck me, if it was genuine, you'd do anything you possibly could to buy it. If you can make your service stack in the same way, and you can make a £20,000 Lamborghini without it impacting your profit margin at scale, then that is what people buy into. You have to stack the value and get used to presenting your service in a way that stacks. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. You guys all joined here. You know, we're transparent. We stack our quotes up. When you see our slides and presentation, I mean, in this academy, you get so much. WhatsApp group, customer account manager, discovery day, masterclass day, online training, Zoom calls. There's like so much training in there. And I know the training industry inside out. I bought courses from everyone there is to buy over the years. I've been in personal development a long time. So our offer is that fucking good. You look at it and go, man, that's a good price for money. All of that stuff for this amount of money, plus the potential return from what you learn. And then it's like, it's a no-brainer. Then you've got to do that for your customers. You have to find a way to create your version of the $100 million offer. I don't get this thing that you're talking about of redoing an ad. We've been targeting the wrong people. I don't understand what that is, because that should not be a thing. And we've put wrong ads out that are bringing in wrong people. I don't really get what that is. What does that mean? We put wrong ads out and we're getting fucking 54% dequalified. What does that mean? What's he saying that for? Because I presume this is a conversation with you.
It's more to do with certain ads attracting their own audience based on their individual performance. It's not like the difference in targeting. It's within the same targeting. We run 6-7 different ads, and then some ads end up attracting audience that's not the right audience, while others are working well.
Kids, to take this seriously at this scale, and we're at fucking scale here, it needs to be done properly. This isn't just a few events a month now. This is like all hands on deck, all day, every day. Fucking not one lead passes us without knowing why it's been dequalified. The marketeer needs to be fucking in the room from the start and in the room at the end.
My son said, I can't wait to see you on YouTube, you baller boss.
What's his name?
Marshall.
Shout out Marshall.
Oh my God, he'll love it.
Hi everyone, I'm James, the head of sales at Trade Mastermind. I came from a sales and marketing background, been in that industry about 25 years now, predominantly in manufacturing and engineering. Managed to climb the ranks in the last 20 years to become global sales and marketing director for a $4.5 billion American company. We had offices in about 30 countries around the world. I managed a global team of about 60 sales and marketing professionals. My main passion throughout that wasn't just the sales, it was actually developing the people. I loved developing a sales team, and this is what attracted me to this role here at Trade Mastermind, the fact that they're developing people. When a business grows fast, it needs people with more corporate experience, and that's one of the reasons Joseph said he brought me in. If we don't get the foundations right of this business that's growing super fast, we won't be able to sustain the growth. And the reason we're growing, it works.
I think in business, we should all be focused on scale. I think scale creates problems to be solved. And in business, it's about solving problems. The bigger the revenue, the better the opportunity. If you've got great revenues, it means that your margin against those revenues is significant and that you can afford to pay the infrastructure required to allow you to take a step back. Now, everybody in this chat will have built a business because they want freedom, choices, time, because they want money, but we didn't build a business to be trapped and consumed by that business. So the escape is about finding an operating model that's scalable. Hopefully you enjoyed the session, you've had a fantastic night, and I will look forward to seeing you all on the 30th. So we just wrapped up the final virtual Millionaire Mastermind webinar before the big kickoff on May the 30th. So looking forward to meeting James Khan. It's going to be amazing to interview him on stage. Going to be great to meet all of our customers that have joined the program. I haven't met them all personally. Really want to help them grow, support them with their businesses and scale up to the next level. It's going to be really, really exciting. And what a program. What a brand. Look at it. Millionaire Mastermind. What a concept. So excited to just do more with this. It can just go as far as I want to take it. Long may it continue. Long may the millionaire wealth be taught to those that want to fucking make it. Success leaves clues. Remember that. Stop fucking digging each other out all the time. Yeah, everybody's just digging at each other all the fucking time because shit's not done. Like, it's got to stop, yeah? You're all just attacking each other or disagreeing, and it ain't a fucking effective fucking working process. So the right production, the right timeline, the right videography, the right editing, the right fucking deadlines, and that's fucking it. Like, it should be so simple. It's only one video a fucking week. Like, it really is not that difficult to fucking pull together one video. You've got to make sure that this shit that goes in my fucking diary gets done. My patience are wearing very thin. No one's gonna learn, okay, until I fucking start making changes, right? But either ship up or fucking ship out. Simple as that. So this is the last fucking chance. Anybody who fucks up this week won't be here by the end of this week. I will bring in new people. If you don't do the fucking job, I want to get on. So you either make this fucking easy for me and make this painless, or I will remove you and bring the people in that make it fucking painless. Because I keep hearing the same old shit every fucking week, bickering, and I don't want to hear it. I've said to everybody, level the fuck up and you can stay with me. Level the fuck down and you'll be getting off the train, yeah? But I ain't carrying on fucking about with this shit. It's basic. We should already be better than this. Last chance to execute on it this week, yeah? I need to see who I've got and what they can do. I'm not going to have this conversation again. I'm not coming to an event like that on a Saturday ever again. It changes from today. And what I'm seeing is a clear lack of translation between a bookings department and you guys. Don't fucking worry about the divvying up part. The problem here ain't about divvying fuck all up. The problem here is about the fact that we didn't get hold of the list prior to Friday, and we all turned up here on a Saturday in the hope that people were going to show up. So don't worry about the divvying up, because there ain't no one to divvy up if a room like that turns up again. This is to make sure that we never have that process again.